Okay, so we need to simplify this expression. How are we going to do it? Well, looks like first off, we can cancel some numbers. Like 4 goes into 64 16 times. So that's going to be 16 on the top. I'm going to put it in a root in a minute. Next, look at the r's. We have r on the top and r to the 11th on the bottom. They're going to subtract, leaving r to the 10th on the bottom. You see that right there? You just subtract the powers, right? And this is an invisible 1 power. That's r to the, if there's no power on the r, it's r to the 1 on the top. There's 1 r. And so the bottom is 11. 11 minus 1 is 10 left over on the bottom. And then finally for the h's, in fact, I'm going to make this 11 to make it more interesting. Here we go. You subtract the powers on the h's. 11 minus 6 makes h to the 5th on the top. I changed it to make it more of an interesting question. We don't want any boring questions here. All right. So whoop. And we still have the square root on the top. Let's see, get the root to go there. Square root on the bottom. There we go. Square root top and bottom. All right, we get so far. It's making sense. Now, what do we do with that? Well. Square root. Square root. The bottom doesn't want to become a square root. Okay. And on the bottom, we've got this r to the 10. On the top, 16. And what do we always do with an odd power? Remember how we handle odd powers? We make it even and 1 more. Equals even plus 1 more. Okay, now we can square root everything. Now I can square root to 16. What is the square root of 16? It's just 4, no longer in a root, right? That makes sense? Square root of 16 is just 4. If you wanted, you could say, well, 16 is 4 times 4. So it's 2 for 1. Out comes a 4. You don't have to do that. You just know the square root of 16 is 4. All right. And then what about the h's? Well, h to the 4th sends out h squared, and that's gone. Right? 2 for 1 deal. If you're buying 4 items on sale, 2 for 1, and you go out of the store, you'll pay for 2 to get 4 out of the store. Okay, and so then what's left over is the square root of just the 1h. And on the bottom, r to the 10th, out will come r to the 5th. They're gone. It's just r to the 5th. The root here vanishes because there's nothing left inside. There's nothing left inside. So that's it. We got our answer. It's simplified. What do you mean it's simplified? Well, you think there's a root left over. Yeah, but it's in the top. We're fine with leftover roots in the top. We just don't want any roots in the bottom. Right? And on the bottom, we have no roots. Right? The root in the bottom vanished because there was nothing left in the root. All 10 on sale 2 for 1, we paid for 5, and they're all gone. Nothing left over. There's not like an extra r left over like there was on the top with the h, because we had an odd amount of h's originally, so there was an extra one left over inside. And so we square rooted the 16 to be 4. Square root of the h to the 5th to be h to the 4th, h1. Out comes h squared. And so there we go. That's our final answer.